anything alive inside. You just can't make anything move. And it can get to the point where it affects.
Alright, so just finished class, and it is Monday, December 5th, by the way. But just finished class. We went over muscle contraction, the topic of muscle contraction. And then one thing that really caught my attention was sorry, let me fix this. There you go. One thing that really caught my attention was lactic acid. So the way they explained it was it's an acid in our body that naturally builds up through exercise and using the muscle, so through contraction. So they're saying that lactic acid is natural, so like it's good, but then it's also bad. It's good because when you I'm gonna put it into words of how you guys can understand through like fitness and training. But when you're using your muscle, your body naturally builds up lactic acid and builds up lactic acid so that your muscle will be protected from, I guess, any strenuous injuries. But then once again, it can be too much to the point where it just takes longer for your body to recover. So let's say, for example, when you're doing an AMRAP set, or when you have those bro bodybuilders saying push out that lactic acid, keep going, it's what they're saying is they're saying that because to get rid of lactic acid, you exercise, so it builds up more lactic acid, push out lactic acid. It's a little confusing at first, but once you really think about it, it makes more sense. And also, to get rid of lactic acid, you drink plenty of water, stretch. So that's why I encourage you guys to do post stretching, especially post stretching, just to help release some of that lactic acid, so for faster recovery times. Because when you have a lot of lactic acid build up, what it does is it puts you back to the point where your recovery takes a lot longer. So that is why you're sore for a long time from a strenuous workout, meaning like you overworked your muscles, so it's gonna take a lot longer to do your training. So let's say, for example, say you did a heavy push day, so you did your bench and you hit your goal. Say your goal was 175 for 3 sets of 5, and then you have your hyper day, and say last week, your hyper day, you were able to hit, for dumbbell press, you were able to hit 60s for 3 sets of 5s, or 3 sets of 6 to 8. But then you try to do 60s after the heavy day of 175 for 3 sets of 5, and let's say that was your PR. And if you have lactic acid buildup, that second hyper push day, you probably won't be able to hit the 60s for 6 to 8. You might not even be able to hit 65s for 6 to 8. So you may have to go lower, like 50 or 55 for 6 to 8. And that is because you have too much lactic acid buildup, therefore you can't perform your best. So there's a balance when you train. Like you want to PR, but like you also want to balance either do some stretching post-workout, drink plenty of water, or, you know, just find that balance of training. So I hope that you guys understood what I was saying. I just got out of class, so I'm just trying to like remember what they said just now. And then also, what also caught my eye was, I believe it was atrophy. So it's like, what that means is basically the muscle shrinks when it's not in use. So let's say an individual goes to the gym for a year, you know, and then so after the year they kind of like, they're not motivated in the gym, so they take some time off, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have experienced this too, but I definitely can say that I've experienced it too, but that was way back then. That so let's say you're squatting, you're able to squat 315 or 225, and you take that break, I don't know, a week, 2 week, a month break, and you go back to squatting and you can't hit 225 or 315 like before. It's because what happens is your muscle was not in use, therefore it's not contracting, it's not using the oxygen like how it was using it before. I'm definitely so interested in this class that like it's kind of all coming to me much easier, how I can relate it to fitness and training. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Pretty much, there's plenty more, but like I don't want this to get into like a entire 20-minute video just about anatomy. But those are the two things that really caught my eye, and I'm just interested. I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna head home, grab something small to eat, and hit the gym. Today's a push day. Let's get it. Saw that was 3 sets of 5 at 185. Last week I did 180. So like how I said, I was changing it up, and then the AMRAP is my 4th set. Now for the AMRAP, I was told, I believe, you should be able to get at least 6 to 8 reps for the AMRAP set, at least. If you hit more, that's good on you. But yeah, it didn't feel too bad, and I didn't have a spotter, so, you know. But I might try to ask for someone to spot me this time, give me a little lift off, because gotta say I think that took a little bit more energy just doing the lift off, but gotta do what you gotta do. I just did my first set of OHP. It was 125 total, and I gotta say my shoulders are feeling really damn good. Like, I don't know what it is. OHP's coming back, baby, coming back. I'm probably do a little voiceover of the tips, or kind of like the, what's it called? What's that word I'm looking for? My cues that I keep in my head while doing the OHP to be more efficient and not, you know, trying to stay away from injury. Alright, so here are my cues for my OHP. At first, at the beginning of the lift off, I like to get mentally ready and then make sure I go through the cues in my head. So for my grip, I choose between shoulder length or a little outside shoulder length apart, and I really get my elbows under the bar and close to my chest as possible, and make sure they're forward. And then for my stance, I like to have it like a good width apart, just really wide stance, just really keep me stabilized and my back straight up as possible too. And then also I like to reset at the bottom of each rep while I take a big breath in and use that Valsalva maneuver, and also drive my head forward just very little bit, not too much to the point where I'm throwing off my neck. Thank you, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that, and I hope it really helps. Success. It is Operation Get Big, Get Strong. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of the workout. Let's get it.